Every team with an equal chance to do something special.
Oh, B.A., that's the way these teams look at it. Regardless how your previous season went, you have a chance to do something special, something great. Time to start fresh and build on that optimism.
Looking at the starting five for the Boston Celtics. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, down low. Now here's Maxey. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. Holiday grabs the miss.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Tatum against Martin. Tatum inside, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Among the best in the NBA for a few years now, Jason Tatum. RJ, he's still quite young. How can he get even better?
Oh, he can just get wiser and wiser, and that's what happens with young players. They get to a physical level where they can dominate, but where they get better is mentally. They get mentally stronger as they get into these experiences more.
Here's Maxey. Boston pulls it in, and this is their first time matched up with Philadelphia this year.
Last year, this team got the better of them in the season series, so they're looking to correct that.
And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Look, forget those long jumpers, Kristaps. Use that size, rock the rim. He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. The ball's knocked loose. Oubre with a steal. Maxey with it, guarded now by Holiday. Back to Oubre. Maxey on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Oubre finds Maxey. He drops it from range.
The number of threes are increasing for Maxey since he entered the league. He is getting more comfortable out there.
Outside Tatum. Back to Porzingis. Kick out to Brown. Pass to Holiday. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. White can't hit. For Philadelphia, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Porzingis passes to Tatum. Outside Holiday. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this.
Previous play is under review.
For a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
That free throw, no good. We know how great Joel Embiid is, but he simply hasn't been as effective in the postseason.
Part of that is because of all the defensive attention he gets. We know things tighten up in the postseason and things become much more challenging. That's why he needs a better supporting cast.
And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls, shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
Now here's White. In the game against Cleveland, very impressive. Tatum inside. Back to Holiday. The 3. The rebound by Yabusele.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Embiid finds Oubre. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Yabusele. The floater. No good on the shot. Great D that time from Porzingis. Boston has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Cornette's checked in for Porzingis. Horford comes in for Jason Tatum. Hauser, he's checked in for White. And Pritchard is subbed in for Holiday. It's a 3-on-3 fast break.
Sam Hauser. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
It's intercepted.
You tried to thread it inside, but just too much congestion.
Brown inside. He's covered by Oubre. Pass to Cornette. Embiid with a steal. Here's George. Tries again. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants him to take another look at the monitor.
Joel Embiid taking 2 shots.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
The previous play is under review.
But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Now here's Horford. Pass to Cornette. 6 to shoot. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Yabusele to end the drought. And the layup is good.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Here's Horford. No luck on the grind. First quarter comes to a close. Sixers ahead. They lead by 2. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from Philadelphia, what do you guys think?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. It's Tatum at the 4 with Horford at the 5. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Hauser in at the 3 spot. Now here's Maxey. Out to Oubre. Fires from deep. Hauser grabs the board. Boston trailing. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
You gotta love Tyrese Maxey's approach to the game. He said, quote, "I really have a simple life. I have this joy about playing basketball. I like putting in the work, so I'm extremely focused, extremely competitive, and I'm out here having the time of my life. I get to do what I love every single day, and it's a blessing," unquote. Brian. He's such a positive guy.
Yeah, he really is. Thanks for that, Allie. And the Celtics, far and away the best record in the NBA last season, Grant.
Well, they rode that momentum into the playoffs, capturing the franchise's 18th championship, passing the Lakers for the most of any team in the association.
Here's Pritchard. He's scoreless. Pass to Hauser. Over to the wing. Here's Springer. Puts up a three. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. Tipped away. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second.
What you love about Max is he plays with so much energy, it's hard to keep up with.
Celtics trail by 5. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
The kick to Tatum. For 3. A rebound by Maxey. The 76ers have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. It's George on the wing. Here's Embiid. Inside, Embiid gets the advantage.
Well, inside, Embiid just has all the tools for success. The height, the power, and more importantly, the tenacity.
On the wing, Tatum. He's guarded by Martin. Tatum inside. He's against Martin. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Cornette's checked in for Springer.
Sixers ball. Checking into the Celtics.
The Sixers lead by 7. George, right side. Back to Maxey. Pass to Martin. And here is Maxey. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Every year he's a defensive player of the year candidate. His instincts, that's what makes Embiid outstanding. And his awareness of when to go for the block.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
Andre Drummond is checked in for Embiid. White with it. Oubre picks him up. White, the pass to Holiday. Outside, Brown. Oubre against White. Kick out to Brown. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
There is zero hesitation from Brown. This man is always ready to fire.
And you look at Derek White, Richard, the energy he plays with, it is remarkable.
That's his greatest attribute, his activity on both ends of the floor. Having a high motor is a skill. He keeps coming and tries to wear you down.
Now here's Oubre. Still no points. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Big-time rejection from Porzingis. You must be careful trying to shoot when he's lurking nearby.
Stolen by Drummond. And stolen by Brown. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game. Some changes for Philadelphia. Gordon comes in for Oubre, and it's Lowry in for Maxey. Cornette checked in for Boston. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Porzingis passes to Cornette, and here's Holiday. Back to Cornette. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Cornette's gotten his first points in this one.
Yeah, what vision from Holiday. Seems to have a knack for getting it to his guys in great spots.
Pass to George. And stolen by Brown. Cornette passes to White. Launches a three. It's tipped. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. The Sixers on top, up by 5. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Joel, you got out to an early lead. A lot to like in your performance thus far. What have you liked about it?
Oh, I thought we played great. Defensively.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight.
Taking a look here now at the 76ers. I've always loved when I started the season at home. I'd be eating good. I'd be dominating down low. I'd be picking up that big old dub.
And looking back at the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the Boston Celtics. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, Tyrese Maxey displaying all his skills today.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
George and Martin looking to produce at the forward spots. Eric Gordon is out there with Kyle Lowry, and it's Yabusele in at the center position. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half. Now here's Tatum. And Tatum fires one home.
Tatum just has too much bounce right there. Better be careful. You're trying to stop that.
Martin outside. Brown with the steal. There's Tatum with the three, and the three-pointer goes. Tatum's got 7 points.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player. And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
They get it again. Outside Holiday. Porzingis in the post. White for three. And it's Martin with the rebound.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
90 seconds into the second half now. Back to Gordon. Porzingis on the double team. Lowry outside. Martin outside. Shot clock at 5. George with it. Now guarded by White. Martin. And another miss by Philadelphia. Celtics trail by 3. Here's Holiday. And Holiday powers it home.
The athletic ability of Holiday on full display there.
Here's Martin. Deflected. Now White. Still without a bucket. The three, Porzingis. Oh, the deep ball from Porzingis.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Martin takes it in.
A title-winning point guard, Kyle Lowry, making the right choice there.
And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for Boston. It's off to Washington after this one, where they will face the... And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. Heat of game, every call matters. And the 76ers making a change here. Jackson is checked in. The Celtics also with a sub. Pritchard's checked in for White.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Martin against Tatum. Martin, the pass to Jackson. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. Nails it from beyond the arc. Martin's got 5 points in the quarter.
And it's Jackson's responsibility to find his open teammates, and a terrific dime there.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast, but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well. And when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that.
Locks him up and hauls it in. Love the high activity level.
And when Porzingis can be a third option on a team, he is deadly and efficient, RJ.
We've always seen Porzingis as the guy or as a second option. But when he has elite teammates around him, he really flourishes.
Now here's Tatum. And there's a 3-second violation. All right, with this break, let's take a look at the teams that were the toughest to score against last year. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
Cornette's checked in for Boston. Horford comes in for Jason Tatum. Holiday against Jackson. Gordon, the pass to George. Out to Gordon. Martin with a screen on Holiday for 3. Gordon buries it from 3. Gordon's got 6.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Holiday surveying the floor. Here's Pritchard, defended by Jackson. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Some changes for Philadelphia. Drummond's checked in for Martin. Oubre comes in for Gordon. And it's Tyrese Maxey in for Jackson. The Celtics also with a sub. Hauser, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
His first personal foul. First team foul.
So it's Philadelphia now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. For 3, Maxey drills it from deep. He's got 11.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Oubre against Brown. Hey, Jaylen Brown spikes it through.
There's that leaping ability. Brown, he just gets up so easy.
Pass to Drummond. Oubre against Horford. Now here's Drummond. The D's right on him. Here's George driving to the basket. And George with the jam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers.
All right, fans.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. On the court right now for the Celtics. Tatum and Horford, the duo at forward. Then there's Luke Cornett. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Shireman in a 2-guard. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Celtics substitution. Number 30.
The Sixers lead by 7. Horford with a steal. Tatum looking it over. From deep 3-point range. And Tatum buries it from long distance.
We see this from Tatum often, and it never gets old. Just scoring at will.
Here's Maxey. Oh, the block! Just stops it cold and takes possession. Celtics trail by 4. Tatum drives in. Pass to Pritchard. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to go on Andre Drummond.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the 76ers.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And we can't forget about how ferocious they've been cutting to the rim, just going right at defenders and finding ways to finish.
Now here's Embiid. Kicks it to George. Pass to Maxey. 5 to shoot. George outside. And a miss there on the triple.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
The floater. Embiid can't hit. Boston trailing. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync. Ooh, he really came close to leveling the score there.
You love the intensity out there right now. Close game. Both teams leaving it all out there.
Out to Gordon. Pass to George. Second chance shot. Going inside. And that's 2 points on the layup. And the 76ers lead by 4.
Gotta like the momentum on George's drive. Cutting into the defense and clearing himself a path.
Back to Pritchard. Some solid defense from Maxey.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the
Embiid, the catch and the flush.
Yeah, there is no way to stop it. It has not been physically created a way to stop. His length, his massive hands, he can catch any lob.
Here's Pritchard. Pass to Hauser. And out of bounds, the 76ers will take it. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Yabusele. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Porzingis. White for 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. For 3, Maxey. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. There's Tatum with the 3. Again, the miss by Boston.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
For 3, Maxey. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Brown. Boston, no good that time either.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Count the basket. Oubre's gotten his first basket of the night.
The floater can be a tricky shot, but that's the right choice.
Porzingis misses.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
White, the pass to Tatum. Back to White. Shoots over Oubre. Again, the miss by Boston. Grant wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Fast break. Here come the Celtics. And Holiday powers it home.
With ice in his veins, Holiday makes the big play.
Maxey surveys. Here's Yabusele. And the layup is good off the glass.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Now here's White. Corner shot. And they get it back.
In the clutch, Brown is someone you rely on, and he knows how to find his team points in a hurry.
Tatum with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum.
Substitution for your 76ers.
Here's Embiid. Outside Maxey. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Martin a screen. Maxey with it. Picked up by Tatum. And it's Maxey missing. Martin against Holiday. No good with the triple. And here's Oubre from the arc. Missed it. And so it's Philadelphia with the W. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game, but they overcame every one.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Al.
great day it is. Greg, what are these players feeling as they tip off this new season?
It is always exciting to start a new season. Players are just filled with hope and optimism, especially after putting in all that offseason work.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The small and power forwards are the star pair of Middleton and Antetokounmpo. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent, and it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. Now here is George. Oubre passes to George. Outside for Martin. Embiid with it. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
At the line for your Sixers, Joel.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult...
The play is under video review, under NBA rules.
Everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Philadelphia. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time.
Oubre will draw some attention as a scorer, but that's going to open up some passing lanes. He doesn't make a mistake that time.
Oubre with the steal. Middleton against George. Back to Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Outside, Maxey. Off target from outside. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Over in the corner, Lillard. Trent outside. Back to Lillard. Giannis outside. The shot, no good. Good D by Embiid. Maxey against Lillard. Martin wide open. He fires. Sinks the triple.
Well, when you look at Martin's numbers, he's not a volume three-point shooter. He can be effective from deep.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you. I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. I talked with Coach about how he plans to stop Giannis Antetokounmpo tonight. Coach laughed and then asked me, you have any ideas? Giannis is an impossible matchup. We just hope to slow him down a little. As always, it's very difficult to game plan for the Greek Freak, a multiple-time MVP. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Embiid with the bucket.
It's just so tough to knock Embiid off the block. That's his territory.
Lopez kicks to Trent. Off target from three-point range.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Martin with the bucket.
Oh, man, just taking a smooth shot. Martin could have put butter on that.
Bucks trail by 5. And for about a decade, the Bucks have virtually been a lock for the playoffs.
Yeah, you think about Giannis being drafted in 2013, and absolutely nobody saw what was coming with him. They missed the playoffs in his first and his third year, and then all of a sudden, Giannis fully arrived. He's developed into a star, not just a star, but a superstar, and these guys have been contenders ever since.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Taurean Prince comes in for Chris Middleton, and it's Green in for Trent.
Yeah, they had some botched coverage that turned into no cover.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Hey, Brett, where would you rank the Lopez brothers as the best NBA siblings?
Well, they've had storied careers, both of them. Certainly in terms of the argument about the best twins to ever play the game, you can make an argument for them. You had, of course, Tom and Dick Van Arsdale in the 60s, Horace and Harvey Grant in the 90s. But what the Lopez brothers have been able to do, not in terms of their longevity, but in terms of their contribution to their teams, both very different. These guys have to be up there.
Good.
I could see that contact really didn't bother Oubre Jr. on that possession.
Oubre against Giannis. Lillard finds Green, and here's Prince outside. And again, the Bucks miss. And so George will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a 5-point game, and finished off by Oubre.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Now, here's George. His last outing, he had 18 points. 30 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And Antetokounmpo. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
Giannis finding the mid-range J, and he can score over the top.
Embiid, the pass to George. Martin against Giannis. Maxey kicks to George. Here's Oubre. Count it. Good. Oubre's got 6.
Going up inside Oubre with a nice rhythm touch there.
And here's Prince outside. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
3.
Martin for 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Well, whether the defense is inviting these shots or not, they've been great in the mid-range. And so producing from there, that bodes well.
So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Green is out there with Wright. Then it's Taurean Prince. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Middleton in a power forward. The Bucks making a switch here. Trent's checked in. 76ers on defense. They lead by 4. The Bucks working the ball around. Prince can't hit. Philadelphia has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And Maxey gets it to go on the assist by Martin. Martin's got his 3rd assist on the night. It's right on the wing, covered by Oubre. Prince setting a pick for Middleton. There's the triple. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Martin, and it's right, sending it back. And that's on a bounce. Philadelphia will retain possession. And the Bucks with some changes. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Taurean Prince. And Damian Lillard subbed in for DeLon Wright. The 3 from George. Offensive rebound. Embiid kicks to George. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. Lillard the pass to Giannis. Powers through inside. Giannis. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Yeah, don't let Giannis get a step on you. His one step counts for 3 sometimes, and he's gone.
And again, Philadelphia turns it over.
And checking out the numbers for Lopez. A very nice season for him last year. He was around 12 points a game, almost 2.5 blocks, and 5 rebounds. And you talk about a difference maker. He's a factor inside with his length and activity.
When you look at bigs, you talk to them about 2 key components: protect the rim and pound the glass. And intimidation, that helps too.
And how about the anticipation from the big fella? Embiid is one of the league's premier shot blockers.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. It's important to remember Damian Lillard was a two-star prospect coming out of high school in Oakland. He says that the doubt I faced, what I found is I have true belief in myself. I poured a lot in and just continued to work. That's why when I struggle, I never waver because I know that I'm true to it. Eventually, I'm going to have my time. Kevin?
I think they call that Dame time. Hey, David, thank you. Now, here is Martin. Following the miss by Giannis. Martin with a screen on Lopez. Oubre with it, and it's Trent picking him up. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Trailing by 2. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Three-pointer. And Martin is good for 3. Martin's got 9.
First 3 of the quarter and 3rd overall, guys. The defense might want to step up just a little bit on him from this point on.
Here's Maxey. And he banks in the layup. And it's a 7-point 76ers lead.
And Maxey's guys encourage him to attack whenever he can because his first step is so explosive.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. His last outing with 20 points. Clock at 6. And Lillard gets to Giannis. No good on the triple. The 76ers leading by 7. Knocks it loose. Lillard against Maxey. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
And the defense, you thought they were helpless before. Now Giannis is hot.
And George with the stuff.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Yabusele, he's checked in for Martin. The Bucks also changing it up. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. And it's Taurean Prince in for Chris Middleton. Now, here's Lillard. His last outing, he had 18 points. Prince's shot is good.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their screen. Incredible the lift off the floor, the creativity in the air. Highlight real effort there by Maxey.
Lillard looking around. Beyond the arc. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Voted one of the top 75 NBA players of all time. We should be enjoying the seasons that Damian Lillard is putting up in the next couple years. Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Here's Drummond. Here's Maxey. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Maxey's got the lead up to 7 now for the 76ers. Middleton inside the three-point line. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers bringing the... quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Well, I think for Milwaukee, like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, and returning our attention to this game, an impressive first half for the 76ers.
I mean, when you go in...
That is more than enough.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Gordon out there with Yabusele. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's Lowry. And it's Maxey in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Maxey kicks to Gordon. Back to Maxey. Takes a 3. Another three for Philadelphia.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Yabusele. Lays it up off the glass. Yabusele's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
Looking to end the run, and it's sent back by Drummond. Maxey passes to Gordon. Back to Maxey. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And the 3 off target.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be happy. 3 of 4 to start it off.
Giannis kicks to Lopez. Maxey against Middleton. Pass to Lillard. Here's the floater. 4 on the shot clock. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
And Brent, when you talk about the best player in the league, Giannis has got to be in that conversation, correct?
Yeah, there's no doubt, Kevin. I mean, the numbers he puts up are incredible. It's how easily he dominates a game and just how unstoppable of a force he is. You know, there's so many teams out there trying to find answers for what Giannis is doing to them offensively, but how do you equip a defense to slow down the force that is Giannis Antetokounmpo?
And it's Martin missing. Bucks trail by 13. Here's Trent. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Well, if you're not outside, you got to be inside. Nice touch by Gary Trent Jr.
To the inside. Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Using his size, Giannis.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA is looking for greater parity. For Golden State's Draymond Green said, quite frankly, with this new CBA, dynasties are over. We're the last dynasty you'll be able to speak of because of the way this salary cap is set up. I guess we'll see. Kevin?
I hope he's not right, but he may be on to something, David. Thank you. Maxey passes to Yabusele. Maxey kicks to Martin. Here's Drummond. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the Bucks making a change here. Portis is checked in. Shots good by Green.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
In the corner, it's Martin. Here's Drummond. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks trail by 8. Down low, Paul George with the steal. And now the 76ers on the break. Drummond finds Martin. Rebound, Milwaukee. Here's Doughton. Back to Oubre. Over Green. That's short off the rim. Bucks have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. And that one's good by Giannis.
And I like that Giannis slowing down just a little bit, in control there.
Sweet move. Martin's in the post, covered by Giannis. And that one's good, George.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Middleton's got 6.
Now, dare Middleton to answer you, and he will. That's one competitive guy.
Inside, it's all about Antetokounmpo. And here comes the break. And the wide open shot from Green. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
And George, here we go, buried from out. That was pretty close. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. 76ers on top. They lead by 3. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court for the Bucks, the guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. Portis is out there with Smith, and it's Prince in at the 3. Prince wide open, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Brook Lopez is checked in for Smith. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Portis. And Middleton subbed in for Taurean Prince. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
And that stride that you see from Giannis is just so effective out there getting around defenders.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Martin kicks to George. Martin with the screen for George. Over Giannis. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Middleton right side. Lopez left side. Giannis passes to Lillard. It's Trent on the wing. Covered by Oubre. The shot by Lillard wide open. Nailed from three-point land.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
From deep, George.
How about the length? Tough for any offensive player to deal with the likes of Middleton with those long arms.
That shot off.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Embiid, no good.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
George against Lopez, and he uses the glass on the layup. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
Unlike a lot of wings, George really has no problem stepping inside the line and scoring around the hoop.
Oubre with the steal. Lowry with the ball. He's picked up by Lopez. And Lowry gets it to go. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the 76ers.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. And if you look at the eyes of these guys, they're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
Here's Embiid. Gonna go that time. Giannis with some nice D. Bucks trail by 8. Jacks up a 3, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Goes up off the inbound. Oh, Embiid, too tough inside.
I've just seen these massive leaps from Paul George throughout his career, particularly as a playmaker.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Caleb Martin. That's his first foul. Maxey's checked in for Philadelphia. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Giannis outside. Back to Lillard. Fires the three. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
That's a tip of the cap there, always wanting to take the big shot for his team. Lillard makes more than his fair share.
Outside for Mark. From outside off the mark. Bucks trail by 4. And the basket by Lillard. Lillard's got 8 points in the quarter.
His team is in a tight spot, but Lillard keeps his cool, totally focused on getting them what they need. So poised in these situations. Love seeing Maxey rise to the occasion and knock that one down.
Lopez inside. Embiid's there. Lopez finds Lillard. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Middleton the pass to Antetokounmpo. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
Now I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Embiid. Pass to Maxey. And another shot. Good!
Not one to turn down a challenge. Maxey, wow. Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Nobody near George. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Offensively, Maxey can be such a problem. He attacks you with that relentless energy.
And they go to the intentional foul.
You know, give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
13 foul. Substitution.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Bobby Portis. That's his first personal foul. 4th team foul.
So the first one drops, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And Embiid drops them both.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap, and I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
It's tough.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony.
It's a matchup between two Eastern Conference juggernauts.
Oh, BA, this will be a great test for both sides. They're each loaded with talent, and I wouldn't be surprised if these teams end up meeting in the postseason.
And the Milwaukee starting five. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards, and it's Middleton in at the 3 spot.
Well, that's what you call speed, being the difference in transition. Off the steal, Derek White so heads up.
And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And stolen by Porzingis.
And they just keep making mistakes. I mean, that's back-to-back turnovers, which easily could have been prevented.
There is size and there is reach with Jason Tatum, and that makes him a difficult guard. He just dares the defense to foul him right there.
You know, it's easy to focus on Jason Tatum scoring. But Doris, he's excellent in a number of areas.
Brian, he's a high-level rebounder. He now knows how to keep his teammates involved. He's competitive on the defensive end and willing to absorb a big-time assignment. He has got a complete game.
He's not playing within himself. 2 fouls in less than a minute. He's got to dial it back some.
Al Horford's checked in for Boston. And the foul called on Kristaps Porzingis. That's his first foul.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Lillard outside. Clock at 6.
Boy, as good as he is on the offensive end, Jason Tatum showing he can be a factor defensively.
Holiday passes to Porzingis. Here's Horford. And not going to go. He misses his first attempt of the night. Here's Antetokounmpo. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's White. Back to Holiday. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Porzingis passes to Tatum. Again, the miss by Boston. Antetokounmpo against Tatum. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. We discussed the elephant in the room, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Coach said we'll look to build the wall as best we can, but Giannis gets better at beating it every year. All I'm really asking from my guys is their best effort against him. These are reasonable expectations from a coach for his squad.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. So it's Boston now, following the score by Milwaukee, and the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Green's checked in for Trent. Now here's Lillard. His last outing, he had 18 points. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
Game begin. Rolling. 3 shots.
And
the play will be reviewed under NBA rules. The officials will have 2 minutes.
Disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look. So the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And the first one at the line is good. And of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
BA, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
Now here's Tatum. Outside Holiday. Pass to White. Porzingis with it. Green covering. Porzingis passes to Holiday. He buries it from 3.
Yeah, by most standards, Drew Holiday is very selective with his three-point shooting, but boy, he can knock it down.
Antetokounmpo against Horford. Second chance effort. Antetokounmpo can't connect.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
Out to Horford. Pass to Porzingis. Outside Holiday. Fires the 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. The Bucks have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. And that'll be Milwaukee's ball as it goes out of bounds. Bucks able to keep the possession. Prince is checked in for Milwaukee. Here's Antetokounmpo. Horford with the block.
Well, this guy is a consistent shot blocking threat. Now Horford twice on the pipes.
Tatum against Prince. Out to Horford. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. And we've got 1:18 left to play in the first quarter. The drive by Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
The incomparable length. I mean, Giannis with those big strides and the reach to finish against anyone.
Who poked away. Here's Prince. And the finish on the break with the slam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Rejected by Lopez.
Lopez needs to hold down the fort on defense. An incredible wingspan to get that one.
Outside, Green. Antetokounmpo inside. Pounded by Tatum. 6 to shoot. And Antetokounmpo with the basket. On the assist by Lillard. Antetokounmpo's got 10.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Lillard against Holiday. Porzingis passes to Tatum. And the foul on Brook Lopez. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
So it's Boston now. 4-point game. Here's Springer. It's good.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
The 3 from Prince. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for Milwaukee. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Back to the game. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you, stat-wise?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Peyton Pritchard is out there with Jason Tatum. Then there's Luke Cornett. Then there's Al Horford. And it's Hauser in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Antetokounmpo uses the glass to finish the layup. 12 points for him. It's still early in the season, Grant, but most coaches have their rotations worked out by now.
They really do, but if they don't, they better figure it out soon. You don't want to be tinkering with your lineups any later than this.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Here's Hauser. Offline with a 3.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And here's Middleton. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Porzingis has checked in for Boston. Holiday comes in for Horford. Celtics trail by 4. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Yeah, I love the energy and aggressiveness I've seen from them on defense. They're really getting after it with all these blocks.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Good on the shot.
Well, the increasing strength of Jason Tatum is making it harder to knock him off his path. That is nice.
And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Looking at last year, here were the players that led the way in terms of overall scoring. Second is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
This is a guy who never took a night off. You look at his numbers and you know that he put in a tremendous effort every single game.
Bobby Portis has checked in for the Bucks. Prince comes in for Antetokounmpo. It's stolen away. Tatum looking it over. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Prince on the attack. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Lillard's got his 4th assist with that last one. And Tatum's got the ball here for Boston. Trailing by 4. After this game, they can look forward to Washington, where they'll match up against the Wizards. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Here's Pritchard. Sweet little floater. Pritchard's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Back to Lillard. Boston pulls it in. They've traveled to Milwaukee last time they faced the Bucks and came away with the win.
Yeah, they eke that one out. I mean, the execution was spotty, but they were lucky to come away with the win.
Yeah, but as a team, you actually love a win like that. You're struggling from the field. You don't have your best stuff.
And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. At the monitor.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Derek White comes in for Pritchard. And he makes a first.
What impresses me about Jason Tatum are his work habits, his commitment in the offseason to adding something else to his arsenal. We know he can play high-level basketball on both ends. The sky is the limit.
Floats one up. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. The Celtics have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Blocked! And they recover it. 1:16 left to play in the second quarter.
You can see Jason Tatum not letting the pressure get to him, just calmly sinking the bucket.
He's had 4 chances at the line. He's made them all. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim. I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes. He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
And Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis 7-3 says not here and not now.
White can't hit. The Bucks have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Trent on the wing. Lillard outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Lillard against Holiday. Now here's Lillard. Defense right on him. Shot clock at 2. Shots good by Antetokounmpo.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Here's Brown. The kick out to White. It's stolen by Trent. Let's watch Dave here. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for the Bucks. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. All right, now, thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Well, I think for Milwaukee, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have big changes, and then you have subtle changes.
Shifting gears now, what a game we've seen from Giannis in that first half.
He came in on a mission. He's just...
And that is going to do it.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
And on the floor for Doc Rivers as we get into the second half. Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards. Middleton and Giannis, the longtime forward duo. And it's Lopez in at the center, locking down the middle. Such a wide open look. Holiday's got 6.
You just sense the confidence Drew Holiday has, ready to shoot off the catch.
And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Pass to Trent. Middleton outside. Lopez, the screen on Brown. Brown against Middleton. Now here's Antetokounmpo. That three's off the mark. Holiday against Lillard. Holiday looking for an opening. It's Brown on the wing. Downtown, Jaylen Brown.
That three-point shooting sets up every aspect of Jaylen Brown's game. What a pretty shot.
And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Antetokounmpo against Tatum. Middleton outside.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
And just tremendous putback ability. Giannis with that length and agility, just unstoppable.
This will be his third free throw attempt of the game.
Yeah, free throws were an issue for him in their last contest. He just couldn't find the mark.
Antetokounmpo against Tatum. Brown in the high post. Holiday passes to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, JB rattling the rim.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown so quick off his feet. What a vertical threat he is.
And he's made a case for first-team all-defense. Doris Jaylen Brown, the complete game.
Brian, what you love to see from a great player that's just entering their prime is the pride they take in being well-rounded. Do you want to absorb a big-time defensive assignment? Jaylen Brown wants to do exactly that. Well, nice job crashing the glass. You'd love to see that kind of effort.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life."
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure.
And I mean, how do you guard Giannis? When he's looking to score, sometimes you just have to foul.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Horford comes in for Brown, and Pritchard is subbed in for White. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Green is checked in. Here's Porzingis. And out of bounds. Milwaukee will have it. And now looking at the 2K leaderboard. Here's a view of which teams last year got after it with their shot blocking. Number 1, the Celtics.
They built a reputation around the league last season. Do not test them at the rim.
Left side, Green. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Green's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Double team on Holiday. Pass to Tatum. Fires the 3. Boston, no good that time either.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Come on, man. Did you see? I mean, just using his strong frame to absorb the contact and still able to finish. Wow.
Up top, Tatum. Give him 8 points now. Rebounded by Lopez. Lopez has got his 4th rebound in this one.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards. Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest.
You know, possessions like that will help them feel good going into that final quarter. Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
And stolen by Green. Lillard right side. Outside for Green. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Celtics trail by 9. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pritchard, no good.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
And the game plan for them should be simple. Keep getting it to Giannis. The Greek freak is on fire.
High post, Green. Can't get it to drop. Got it up. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Milwaukee closing out the court. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Luke Cornett, Jason Tatum out there with Peyton Pritchard. Then there's Al Horford, and it's Hauser in at the 3. Small forward. That's the Boston 5. You know, for a swingman, Trent has good size and is a sturdy, strong presence, Doris.
Oh, B.A., he sure is. He can make an impact on the defensive end with the attributes you just talked about. Not only can he be a stopper, though, let's remember this guy can get hot as a shooter. You better look out. He can get on a heater.
On the wing, Tatum, guarded by Trent. Tatum passes to Hauser. Shot clock at 6. No good from the wing.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's Portis. Oh, misses the dunk.
Amazing tenacity attacking the basket, and I'm sure he won't miss that next time.
There's Tatum with the 3. And Tatum drills the 3.
Since halftime, they've been chucking up more shots from beyond the arc, trying to score in chunks.
That one's good for 2.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
On the wing, Tatum. From behind the arc. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Pass to Prince. Here's the 3. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. And the Bucks lead by 15.
Well, just tremendous instincts from Prince. Feeling the defense, getting loose, getting into his catch-and-shoot game. Nicely done.
Horford for 3. It's hauled in by Portis.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Green finds Prince. The layup misses. Boston has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Cornette passes to Tatum. Horford with it. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Back to Lillard. Wing shot on the way. And it falls all over the rim and in.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
Here's Pritchard, defended by Lillard. Horford against Prince. The offensive rebound. Pass to Hauser. Back to Cornette. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
You have to limit mistakes. They're so tough to overcome.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Shot's good by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, man, the balance of muscle Giannis possesses is tremendous. Phenomenal at scoring on physical defenses.
And here's Brown for 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Trent's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Milwaukee. They're on an 11-3 run. Here's Antetokounmpo. Holiday grabs the miss. Holiday's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Tatum. There's the triple. Knocks it down from distance.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Bucks.
It was stop and go for them along the way, but they finally seized full control of this game.
B.A., the scoreboard definitely doesn't tell the whole story. They were able to pull things together when things got tough, and of course, they closed strong.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
It took them a while to figure out the right approach, and now they'll head into their 4th and final meeting of the season with a chance to actually split the season series.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
White on the wing, defended by Lillard. White can't hit. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Substitution on the court.
35 seconds left in the game. And here's Horford for 3. Sinks the tray. Here's Connaughton. And he drives in. And it's rejected. Here's Shireman. Off the mark there with a three. Horford against Portis. Here's Amude. Off target from outside. And so it's Milwaukee easily grabbing this one. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. 4 out.
the culmination of all the hard work put in over the summer.
Yeah, you talk to the players on both sides, and there's optimism about this upcoming year. We'll see if that optimism is justified over time.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Running the wings, it's Oubre and George. Inside for him, it's Martin next to Embiid. And it's Maxey in at the 1. Shot clock at 2. Brown, no good. Now here's Martin. Pass to Oubre. And stolen by Tatum. Now here's Porzingis. Outside Holiday. Brown outside. Just 4 to shoot. Fires from 18. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Oubre with it. Now guarded by Tatum. Martin with the bucket.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
There's Brown with the 3. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
Holiday against Maxey. Pass to Martin. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Martin's got 5 now.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
Now here's Tatum. What a tremendous game he played against Cleveland. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you watch Jason Tatum. Year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with it.
And again, Philadelphia turns it over. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. Now, here is George. After the miss from Derek White. George sets a screen for Martin. Back to George. It's stolen by Brown. And pushing it up, here's Boston. And the dunk by Tatum.
Awesome speed from Tatum. Excels at getting to the right place in these fast break chances.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Maxey. Back to Oubre. Another miss by Philadelphia. Boston trailing. The 3 from Tatum. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's George. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now here's White. Still yet to score.
The athletic prowess of Tatum on full display. What a move to the bucket.
Martin goes in. Outside for George. Traps in the tray.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Brown against George. Outside White. 20 seconds left to play in the first. Back to Brown. The Celtics need to get a shot off. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Substitutions for the Celtics. Luke Cornett.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Maxey. Up and in on the layup.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
And so the first quarter is in the books. 76ers lead by 5. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, George in the front court alongside Martin. Maxey and Oubre, they have the guard duties, and it's Embiid in at the center position. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Austin making a switch here. Cornet's checked in. They get it back. Pass to Tatum. Outside, Horford. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Cornet. Launches it. Oubre pulls it in.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
The same day, Clark, that Tyrese Maxey was named to the All-Star game, he scored a career high and was great doing it.
How about that, Kevin? How ironic is that? It was his first All-Star selection, by the way, but this has been the story with Maxey. I mean, he just continues to make great progress in his game. He's a really dynamic young player with still room to grow.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 5. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
The strength of Embiid on display.
Embiid, such a monster on the inside. He puts a lot of pressure on him.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Pass to Hauser. Here's Pritchard. He's covered by Maxey. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Here's Martin. Pass to Embiid. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Oubre kicks to Maxey. Embiid with the screen on Horford. Outside Martin. Oh, good on the 3. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Philadelphia this year.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year they came out on the losing end.
And, you know, with 2 teams in the upper pyramid in the early going, important to establish that pecking order, especially within your conference. So this game is important.
Celtics trail by 10. Outside, Horford to stop the drought. Hits the 3-point bomb. Horford's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
4 on 3 as they bring it up. Outside Tatum. Pass to Hauser. Back to Tatum. Misses the 3.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Maxey against Tatum. Maxey looking it over. Embiid, the pass to Oubre. Here's Maxey. Trains it from beyond the arc. Maxey's got the lead up to 10 now for Philadelphia.
The shortest 3 in the game. Maxey solid from that corner.
Oubre against Tatum. Looking to get back on track here. And the dunk by Tatum.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Clark, you know what a great player Joel Embiid is. He was the 2023 MVP, and he was on that same road until he got injured last season.
Unfortunate to see the big fella Embiid deal with the injuries that he has throughout his career, even going back to his 1 year in college. It's unfortunate, but that has hampered what is a special, special talent in Embiid.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
It's White on the wing, covered by Oubre. Brown right side. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Hello.
They've been great on the boards. Once these guys establish the position, it's hard to root them out, yeah, Shaq.
Taking a peek now at the upcoming schedule.
Looking at Philadelphia, like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You have to like what we're seeing from Tyrese Maxey.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Tatum, that's for 2. Oh, looping down the lane. Tatum.
Tatum's athleticism as he drives, really impressive. I mean, just shredding the defense to pieces there.
Popped up there for Embiid. Stolen by Tatum. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Over Oubre. And it's Tatum completing the break. The 76ers leading by 10. Here's Embiid. Porzingis with the block.
When a guy has a 7'6" wingspan like Porzingis does, it's just tough to get away from him or get by him. That allows him to block a lot of shots.
Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And Clark, we know the last handful of years, the 76ers have been a threat in the East.
7 straight years of playoff runs. Can't get past that second-round barrier, though, Kevin. But as far as success, they've been as consistent as it comes in the East the last decade.
Tatum's shot is off.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Lowry kicks to Yabusele. George with no one around. Bangs home the trifecta. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Brown finds Holiday. Back to Brown. And the rejection by Embiid.
Don't test Embiid now. An impact defensive player is what he is.
Boston making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. Philadelphia also making some changes. Andre Drummond's checked in for Joel Embiid. Kenyon Martin Jr. comes in for Yabusele. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for CLA-RO. George against Tatum. And George kicks to Oubre. 6 to shoot. Martin with a screen on Tatum. Here's George. To the wing right side. No one near Drummond as he lets it go. The three-pointer no good. Celtics trail by 13. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, we can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. The Celtics have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Pass to Tatum. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Jackson dishes to Martin. And the three ball is good. Martin's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
Tatum, that's for 2. Oubre pulls it in. Oubre's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Well, Greg, Boston didn't just win the title. They won their 18th NBA championship in style.
No series went more than 5, going 16-3 in the postseason, Kevin. Half of those wins were by 15 or more. The Celtics really weren't even challenged during that title run.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Council's checked in, and Gordon subbed in for Paul George. Celtics making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. Maxey with it. He's got 8. 32 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Yabusele. No good from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Pritchard. Cranes the three-pointer. Pritchard's got himself on the board with 3 there. Good. Nice job down low. And the 76ers lead by 16.
Well, Maxey has proven he's got a good eye out on the floor. He'll spot those gaps in a minute.
On the wing, Brown. And so it's Philadelphia in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Celtics trail by 16. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Gordon is out there with Martin. Then there's Lowry. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Yabusele in at the 5, roaming the paint. Tatum's shot is off.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Gordon uses the glass to finish the layup. Gordon's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the 76ers. Cornette passes to Tatum. Celtics passing it around. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Pritchard. A three-pointer off the mark. The 76ers leading by 18. Outside Martin. The second chance effort. It's tipped. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. A three from Tatum.
Well, I like how Tatum had his hands up and ready to go on that catch and shoot. Well done.
Yabusele kicks to Maxey. Outside Martin. Lowry against Tatum. Now here's Lowry. Not a lot of room. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. No reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
And so he makes both from the line. You know, Clark, the days of trust the process are long gone. The Sixers are now focused on the now.
As well they should be, Kevin. With a superstar big guy in his prime and Joel Embiid, there's no time like the present, and it's not going to last forever. So they need to capitalize. And Gordon can go either guard position. He's a combo, thanks mainly to his remarkable handles.
Horford finds Holiday. Here's Tillman, covered by Martin. And he jams it with authority.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Horford. And it's White in for Pritchard. And then for Philadelphia, Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Yabusele. And George is subbed in for Gordon. And the shot goes down.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
And slam dunk by Maxey.
Check out Maxey with the throwdown. Boy, he can get off the ground quick.
Celtics trail by 21. It's White on the wing. That three off the mark. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Zinkas, he's checked in for Tillman. The 76ers also with a sub. Oubre's checked in, and they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
Violation.
Outside Holiday. Right side White. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
Martin dishes to George. Outside, Maxey. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by White.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Philadelphia.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Joel Embiid.
Now, he was a problem on the glass today, relentlessly crashing the boards, and came away with a bushel basket full of rebounds.
Kicks it out to Maxey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Another shot. Another miss by Philadelphia. White against Maxey. The wide open look here for Holiday. Boston again missing. And the 76ers with possession. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Maxey. Pass to Martin. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Jaylen Brown.
Boy, good stick-to-itiveness there from George. Sticks with the shot despite the foul that he gets while in the air.
And George drops them both. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And that's a foul called on Kenyon Martin. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball.
Sixers ball.
Eight seconds left in the game. And the dunk by MB.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
And you know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. Thank you, David. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark.
things to love about opening day. What's tops on your list, RJ?
A lot of things, really. But, man, the energy in the building. This house is rocking. These fans are so pumped up and optimistic about their team right now.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. George and Martin looking to produce at the forward spots. Maxey and Oubre pair up at the 1 and the 2. And it's Embiid in at the 5. Now here's Martin. Embiid passes to Maxey. Martin outside. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. George, no good.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense. Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Gets the ball and takes the shot. It's that easy for Paul George.
Oh, George with a steal. Martin right side. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Lillard. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Maxey against Lillard. And stolen by Middleton. Trent on the wing. From outside the arc. Knocks down the long J.
And I love the balance for Lillard between scoring and passing. That time finding his teammate for the great look.
Chalk up 2 there.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
The Bucks have gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. And what a breakout 4th year for Tyrese Maxey. Named to his first All-Star game in 2024, Richard.
When the Sixers traded away James Harden, it really opened up things for Maxey. Gave him the ball more responsibility, and you know what? He showed up.
Outside Maxey. Pass to Martin. The 3. The shot misses.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage. The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Maxey against Lillard. Martin outside. Maxey passes to Martin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good with the triple.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
76ers trail by 6. Out to Oubre. And Maxey gets it to go on the assist by Oubre.
Continuing to work, no give from Maxey, even amongst the bigs.
Inside, Middleton. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Maxey with it, guarded by Antetokounmpo. Here's Martin. Off target with the 3.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Lopez with the steal. Middleton, left side, from deep. And the call will be against Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul of the game. A minute 29 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Lopez. Martin against Antetokounmpo. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc.
That miss aside, they're off to a strong start at the offensive end.
Another miss. He's 2 for 4. Martin, the pass to Embiid. The 3 ball. Up top, Oubre. Philadelphia with another miss. The Bucks leading by 6. Middleton outside. That 3's off the mark.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
George finds Martin for 3. Maxey. That shot, no good. Milwaukee has gone 1 for 5 from 3-point range. A cold start. Trent for 3. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists tonight. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
The kick out to Maxey. And it's all from three-point range.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
Yeah, defensively, you think Lillard's going to hunt for the three ball, but then he puts it on the floor and just attacks.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. He's perfect from the line this time.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Pass to Embiid. Back to Maxey. Here's Martin. Oh, at the buzzer! Wow!
I didn't think he was good.
And so it's Milwaukee, finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight, turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
On the wing, it's Trent Jr. and Middleton. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. And it's Lillard in at the point guard position. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Here's Trent. The rebound by Maxey. 76ers trail by 8. For three, George. Martin outside. Pass to Oubre. Fires for three. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got 5 rebounds in the game. Trent's shot is off.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
George finds Maxey. Takes a three. That doesn't go either for George. Milwaukee leading by 8. There's the three. Trent's shot is off.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
Maxey passes to Oubre. George for three. Sends it home from three-point land. George has got 6.
Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
It's a slugfest. Maybe not the prettiest game we've seen, but sometimes the best wins are the ugly ones.
Lillard, Embiid with a nice defensive effort. 76ers trail by 5. All right, Richard, when you think about where Joel Embiid stacks up with the great centers, he's put up some historic numbers.
Just last season, that 70-point, 15-rebound, 5-assist game, the first player to hit those marks ever in NBA history, BA.
Now here's George. He's got 6, 4 on the clock. And here's Oubre from the arc. Rebounded by Lopez. The Bucks have gone 0 for 4 in the second quarter. Lopez, the screen on Maxey. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Back to Trent. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Kelly Oubre picks one up.
The resume Giannis has built already is impressive, and he's nowhere close to being done adding to it.
A different look for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez, and it's Connaughton in for Trent. Richard, if the three-point shot was never introduced, how different do you think the game would be?
The offensive strategy would be very different. The game would be more physical, and it was more physical. And the main priority would be creating high-percentage looks. Look, inside, Embiid just has all the tools for success. The height, the power, and more importantly, the tenacity.
Now here's Lillard. He has 6. Kicks it out to Middleton. Three-pointer. That one is off. And George with some nice D. Martin, the pass to Embiid. Back to Martin. Outside Oubre. Martin inside. Covered by Connaughton. Maxey, that's good.
Recognize the D is closing in. Maxey letting it go.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Oh, and the jam by Lillard.
Oh, wow. Dame just sticking it to the other team, and you can see it's motivating his squad as well.
Kept alive. It's George on the wing. To the middle. Clock at 6. Embiid finds Maxey. No good from outside.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Green's checked in for Milwaukee. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
I mean, the size and athleticism of Giannis, arguably without precedent, an incredibly prolific finisher.
Now here's Maxey. He's got 5. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Yeah, they really need to double team him.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Wright's checked in. This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one.
It's hard to forget how much he struggled from the line during their last matchup.
76ers trail by 7. Pass to Maxey. Let's go with a 3. Another miss by Maxey.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
20 seconds left in the second quarter. It's Portis, high post. And the Bucks getting another bucket right there.
Have to appreciate guys who can work the mid-range area. It's clearly how you keep defenses honest.
And when we talk about the numbers, the analytics for great shooters like him, pretty much any shot is a good shot.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Great team defense on Paul. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
The fans on the edge of their seats. On that note, Shaq, rough estimate, how many chairs have you brought? Shifting gears now, what a game we've seen from Giannis in that first half.
It's a bird. It's a plane.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our...
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Taking a look at the 76ers. Oubre is at the 2 with George playing the 3. Then it's Andre Drummond. Then it's Kyle Lowry. And it's Yabusele in at the 4 slot. Here's Smith. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. And the Bucks lead by 10.
And showing the point guard instincts there. Boy, Giannis can make it look easy.
George finds Lowry. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Lowry's got his first points of the game. And Milwaukee shooting an efficient 57% tonight. Antetokounmpo, right side. The 3, Smith. Rebound by Philadelphia. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. To the paint. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Middleton. And it's Middleton finishing it off.
What an aggressive slam by Middleton. Oh, my. I mean, I like when he uses his athleticism like this.
Here's Yabusele. Antetokounmpo covering. Pass to George. Banked it in off the glass. George has got 8.
Yeah, muscling his way for the bucket. George doing what he does best.
Out to the right wing. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Smith. Here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 11. Here's Oubre. And so he draws the foul, and they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
Line for the 76ers, Kelly Oubre Jr. taking 2 shots. The play is under video review under NBA rules. 2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
Was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Milwaukee making some changes. Brook Lopez is checked in for Smith. Gary Trent Jr. comes in for Jackson, and Lillard subbed in for Wright. Gordon, he's checked in for the Sixers. But he drops the first. That one misses. The Bucks leading by 7. Trent on the wing. 3-pointer. Yes. Great play by Lillard to set it up. He's got 9.
And you know Lillard loves setting up his guys. He's got a great eye for where to move the ball.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Hallie.
We've seen scoring totals increasing, and fans might appreciate it, but NBA VP and head of basketball ops Joe Dumars said, quote, "I think what fans really want to see is incredible competition. The score is secondary to that. And guys, you talk about competing, Joe D brought it at both ends of the floor."
No doubt about that. Well said, Allen. Trent from long range. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
And when it comes to the 3, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
Now here's Lowry. Drummond with the screen. From the arc. The Sixers again can't hit. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. This is the most they've led. 13 points. Lillard outside. Trent right side. Lets the 3 fly. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Lowry with it, and it's Trent picking him up. 1:39 left in the 3rd. For 3, Lowry. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
76ers trail by 16. Here's Drummond, and it's in there.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Out to the right wing. Lillard right side. Here's Antetokounmpo. Drummond grabs the miss. The 76ers have gone 3 of 7 here in this 3rd quarter. Lowry outside. Gordon outside. Back to Lowry. Jacks up a 3. Gordon can't hit.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. The rebound by Yabusele. Philadelphia's got nothing to fall from outside in this 3rd quarter. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Gordon on the wing. To the wing, right side. From deep. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Middleton's got 4 rebounds now. To the right side. Lopez passes to Trent. Knocks down the triple. Trent's got 12 points here in the 2nd half. A big-time effort for Gary Trent Jr., providing a lot of energy for the Bucks. He made and a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards. Brook Lopez is out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. For 3, Maxey. Nails it from 3.
From three-point land, few guys in this league are better than Maxey. You have to run him off that line.
Portis against Martin. Trent for 3. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Out to Oubre. Fires the 3. The shot off that time.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
76ers trail by 19. Maxey passes to Embiid. Rebounded by Lopez. Lopez has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
And you have to feel for him. That's the kind of miss that will stick with you for a little bit.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
I mean, the versatility of Middleton. Not just a scorer, also a solid passer and distributor.
Milwaukee leading by 22. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th here. Trent, the pass to Middleton. Trent on the wing. He's covered by Oubre. And the foul on Gary Trent. That's his first foul.
And that's only his first turnover of the game. And considering how far we are into the game, you can live with that.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Council, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Jackson comes in for Oubre. Pure from 3-point range.
Here in the second half, you see they've gone to the long ball to try to keep up.
Lopez passes to Middleton. Out to Lillard. No one near him. That's good. And so Middleton with the assist. Middleton's got his 5th assist in this one. 76ers trail by 21. Pass to Council. Back to Jackson. More and more, we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, BA. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age.
Trent, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Trent. The shot from 20 feet out. Council with a rebound.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
Takes the 3. Rebound by Middleton. The Bucks leading by 21. Down low. It's stolen by Maxey. Inside. Lopez with the steal. Antetokounmpo surveys. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Bucks.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, BA, it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Gary Trent Jr.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Martin, the pass to Jackson. Lets the 3 fly. The shot no good. Antetokounmpo with it. Martin picks him up. Trent from long range. Rebound by Philadelphia.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Trent. And down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Back to Maxey. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist.
So locked in from range. Maxey almost makes it look effortless.
The steal. Jackson outside. From 12 feet. And so it's Milwaukee easily grabbing this one. We saw Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it for this inaugural game of the NBA season. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce.
Dan, what's something you try to establish at this stage?
I think there's two things, Kevin. First, we're trying to build our habits the right way, everything, from the way we practice to the way we prepare for games to the way we warm up, all of it. And then second of all, we're trying to figure out our rotation. Who's going to start, who's going to come off the bench, which groups work well together. It's an ongoing process.
A lot of moving parts, you're right. And now the opening lineup for Boston. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the point guard. Tatum, and the dunk by Tatum.
Great move by Tatum. getting to the rim and throwing it down.
Giannis kicks to Trent. A three-pointer, no good.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Middleton dishes to Giannis. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
Now, here's Trent. After the miss from Derek White. Middleton against Brown. Here's Giannis. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed. Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Now, here's Trent. Last game he had 12. Makes it off the glass.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And here's Tatum for 3. And Lopez pulls it down.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Buries the long-range jumper.
The shots are certainly falling for him here in the early stages.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, GA?
Kevin, Doc Rivers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Coach said they want to force Jason Tatum to uncomfortable spots on the floor. Now, they recognize those spots are few and far between, but Coach wants to keep Tatum out of the paint specifically. If his team can do that and force Tatum to shoot more from outside, they feel relatively good about their chances. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Holiday, the pass to Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Giannis kicks to Lillard. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Celtics trail by 9. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Now, Giannis. After the missed 3 from Derek White. Kicks it out to Lillard. 6 to shoot. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
White the pass to Tatum. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Bucks leading by 12. Over in the corner, Lillard. Holiday against Giannis. Back to Lillard. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Portis, who's checked in for Lopez. Green comes in for Gary Trent. And it's Wright in for Lillard. Prince is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. White against Green. And that one drops.
I like that from White. Attack in the heart of that defense.
White against Holiday. Middleton right side. Outside, Green. Over White. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Second personal foul.
That one on White. The Bucks have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt earlier. And both free throws good for Green.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
And so it's Milwaukee with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bucks?
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. They've got Chris Middleton. DeJuan Wright is out there with Green. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. Now here's Prince. Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
Porzingis finds Tatum. Brown outside. And Holiday has it in the corner. 5 on the clock. It's up a 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. They've led by as many as 14 points. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. And that'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year. Shots good by Middleton.
How about the save there by Middleton? Outsmarting the defense and able to get that second chance look.
Here's Holiday. It's rebounded by Portis. Milwaukee leading by 13. Pass to Green. Right for 3. Porzingis with the rebound. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And the conversation for Porzingis, coach, tends to always come back to health. And what a challenge that has been for him.
Yeah, Kevin, over his career, on average, he's missed about 30 games per season. But that's not an uncommon problem, as you know, for players who stand well over 7 feet tall.
Shots good by Middleton.
And how smooth is that jumper? Middleton making it look easy from the corner.
Here's Tatum, and there's the drive, and slam dunk by Tatum.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. Green kicks to Middleton. Back to Green. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Celtics trail by 14. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. Now Brown, after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. Tatum passes to Brown. Back to Tatum. Brown outside. Out to White. The 3 from Tatum. Porzingis passes to Brown. Celtics passing it around. Porzingis against Trent. Boston needs to get off a shot. Tatum's shot is off.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Well, Coach, Boston has been so close to that 18th NBA championship banner, finally able to win the title last season.
Yeah, they've been to the conference finals 6 times in the last 8 years. Lost in the 2022 finals. They got over the top with 2 additions. Jrue Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis. Those guys really helped.
Bucks leading by 16. And here is Trent outside. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Outside, Porzingis. 50 seconds left to play here in the half. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And good to see the hustle from Middleton here. He's a good partner to have on the break, and he's quick to get up the court.
The kick out to Brown. This one for three. Porzingis passes to Tatum. Fades and shoots. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Didn't need two hands for that slam. That'll do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. Porzingis finds Tatum. Takes the three. A three-pointer is right on target. Tatum's got 7 points in the game.
And Tatum takes a lot of threes. And you see why, given he has this kind of accuracy.
Antetokounmpo, no good.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
And so it's Milwaukee out in front by 17 points at the end. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
You aren't going to find as many superstars that give as much effort as Giannis. I mean, this guy's unbelievable. And when you pair that with his size.
All right, fellas. And that'll do it for halftime.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
And because of that, I expect to see a huge emphasis on ball control moving forward.
Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. The guards are Pritchard and White. Then there's Horford. And it's Cornette in at the center, filling out the middle. And it's White missing. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. And Coach Garrett White spent his first 4.5 seasons with the Spurs and Coach Greg Popovich, who did a lot to boost his confidence.
Yeah, Kevin, White was a late first-round pick. He's a humble guy, very hardworking. I don't even think he realized he could be this good.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Here's Giannis. Following the basket by Derek White. Count it.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Pass to Hauser for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. For 3, Middleton, and Pritchard pulls it down.
Well, after 3 straight makes, that's their first miss of the half.
And here's White. Cornette passes to Hauser. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And here's Trent outside. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Giannis has got his 5th assist in this one. Pass to Hauser. Outside, Horford. It's White on the wing. Defended by Trent. 3-pointer, Horford. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the third quarter.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
It's so easy, Coach, to highlight the athleticism, but there's certainly a mental aspect to the game as well. And I know you value that as a coach.
You can never, Kevin, overestimate how important intelligence is. I was in the NBA, or have been around the NBA for 30 years, and I have never seen one really good player who wasn't really smart.
White down low, defended by Trent. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Bobby Portis has checked in for Lopez. Taurean Prince comes in for Chris Middleton. Green, he's checked in for Gary Trent. And it's Wright in for Lillard. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the 2 J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
In fact, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together. Boston making a switch here. Springer's checked in. On the wing, Giannis. He's got 14. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Here's Walsh after the basket by Milwaukee.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
Now, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Milwaukee shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
The Bucks making a switch here. Smith is checked in. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. Pass to Walsh. Outside Holiday. Here's Springer. Launches from deep. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks after a fan. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. We've got Green, Trent's out there with Portis. Then it's DeLon Wright, and it's Amude in at the 3 slot.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
Prince dishes to Wright. And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. You think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
From deep three-point land, Amude, no good.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, if Porzingis gets within arm's length of the hoop, he's not going to make many mistakes.
Amude, lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
Here's Brown, lays it up and banks it in.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Prince with the ball, now guarded by Tatum. Pass to Amude. Now here's Green. Prince outside. unloads from 13. And it's Green, missing. The Celtics have gone 3 of 4 on field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Milwaukee with a whole new lineup now. Here's Shireman, defended by Trent. Tatum passes to Holiday. The shot. Tatum's shot is off.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Middleton can't get it to go. Boston shooting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them to say the least. Pass to Shireman. And Holiday has it in the corner. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Porzingis.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing that near 7-foot frame.
Here's Shireman, defended by Trent. And Middleton with the block. Lillard with no one around. No good with the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Tatum, and the dunk by Tatum.
And the defense hates to see it. Tatum putting on a little bit of a show with that jam.
Giannis kicks to Lillard. From deep, Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bucks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible. Well, check out Brown getting flashy. That'll get him fired up.
Antetokounmpo finds Lillard. For 3, Middleton. It's rebounded by Porzingis. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
And there's the length of Giannis. Bad idea to even attempt to get that shot over.
Here's Lopez, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
No good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good. Porzingis against Lopez. Over in the corner, White. Here's Holiday into the lane. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in.
All right, David, thanks so much. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. So for Stan